Last week we reported a story about Dame Dash had approached Lee Daniels, and he pulled up on him about the $2 million that he loaned him. It was a loan to make movies, and he wanted producer credits, and Lee Daniels didn't do anything about the producer credits and movies. He didn't make good on the particular loan. Now, I want you to hear Lee Daniels. Now, don't pay attention to the part where he says he gonna give him his money back. I want you to really hear what Lee Daniels is saying to Dame Dash, and I hope Dame is really listening to what he's saying. Let's roll that clip.
Uncomfortable. It was a very uncomfortable thing. And here's the thing, it made me think. I thought he was hurt, and it made me think, because when nobody in Hollywood was giving me money after my Academy Award, unprecedented with Halle Berry, nobody was giving me money. Damon's crazy ass was crazy enough to give me money for The Woodsman and for Shadowboxer. And that investment, the investment for Shadowboxer didn't pay off. So
But it was an investment, right?
It was an investment, but
Not a loan.
It was an investment, but I looked him in the eyes and I told him that you would get your investment back. This black man gave me money when nobody, not Disney, not Sony, not TriStar, not Paramount, not Warner Brothers, for a film. He did it. And so for that, you know, he deserves his money. And so I'm going to work out something for him to get him, because I am in the position now to get it to him. So I'm going to get it to him, because I think that that's the right thing to do. And it sadly took that wake-up call during Diana reach out and touch somebody's hand for me to realize that, and for me to sit with myself. He believed in me when nobody else did.
So
and for that, he
that's
deserves.
the reason.
Yes, he deserves.
So that's
it.
more so. It's not
It's
that you
personal
owe
for me.
him. It's more so that
It's personal to me.
it's a personal situation. But on paperwork, you don't owe him anything. It's more so, thank you, because you looked out and you believed in me, and now
When nobody else did.
Yes. So I'm going to give you, if that's what makes you happy, then here it goes back, correct? Like that type of deal.
I'm happy that I'm in the position to give him his investment back, even though the movie didn't make money. I don't know that I would be successful if it weren't for him. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it really became, I had to get quiet with myself to think that, you know, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have went on to make The Butler and or Precious and or Empire. Do you know what I mean? He was part of my journey. And for me to turn my back on that was wrong. But we're going to squash it.
That's good.
You know, and I feel good about it. You know what I mean? Like he needs it right now. And I'm happy to help him because he was helping me. If I'm in his shoes and I'm looking at it from his perspective and those years had gone by and he looked at it as a loan, I would be angry, I think. I don't think I'd be angry enough to put a camera on me. No, I don't think so. But everybody to each his own, you know?
Yeah.
And I have nothing but respect for that man for giving me that $2 million.
So did you really hear what Lee Daniels was saying? He's saying, yes, he was wrong. Yes, he going to give him his money back. He's in a position to give him the money back. But he was saying about the Shadowboxer movie, well, that movie flopped. So, I mean, it's not good on investment. You made a crappy movie. That's all it is to it. That doesn't remove you from giving this man back his money when you say you have it back in a few months. You don't bring a movie to somebody that's going to give you $2 million to make and it's a flop. You don't do that. At the same time, I don't know what kind of agreement they made. It sounded like a gentleman's agreement because I don't care how cool I am with you. If it's $2 million, nah, bro, we getting things put on paper. It's not nothing against you. It's just business. You got to cross out friendship with business and even family with business. You just have to do it like that just to protect all parties involved. Make sure things are right. Make sure your books are right. You know, your taxes, everything. You got to put stuff on paper. You just never know when these folks try to come at you about your books. But then Lee Daniels later, if you heard what he said, well, you know, I want to give it to him in a position because he needs it right now. He needs it right now. He been needed. He been needed it when you told him you'll give it back to him in a few months. What are you talking about? He needs it right now. I don't care if he don't have a dime to his name. It's his money. and you said you was gonna give it back. Don't be sitting up here crossing your legs, talking like you in a position where you doing him a favor by giving him his money back. And you would have never even said anything about giving him his money back until he pulled up on you, had a camera on you, and embarrassed you. He embarrassed you. That's why you giving the money back, because it don't look good. And see, this is the stuff that we talk about in our community, especially between black men. You help out another black man. You're trying to practice group economics. You're trying to further something for another brother. And then this is what a brother do to you. And then he has the nerve to get on TV and act like he's doing him a favor by giving him his money back. Now, let me tell you something. Lee Daniels wouldn't have tried that with them white folks. He would have owed a white man some money. The white man wouldn't have had to pull up on him. Lee Daniels would have hurried up and gave that white man his money back. Now, Lee Daniels admit none of them white folks wanted to give you a thing. Your brother is the one that gave to you, and that's the one you do bad. Man, Lee Daniels did this little clip that you talking. You shouldn't even said that. You should have said, you know, I was wrong. I didn't do right. I'm giving the man the money back, and that's it. That's all you had to say. No, you had to add a little other things to it because you got your little attitude. See, Monique was right about you. You a sorry MF for Lee Daniels, for real. You are. And I saw Dame say, yeah, it's squashed and XYZ because he's going to get his money back. But I get my money back, but I still wouldn't fool with you at all. At all. Because how dare you sit up there and act like you doing that man a favor by giving him his money back? This dude got some nerve, some serious nerve. But, you know, Lee Daniels, you know, like I said, I never liked the way he kind of moved anyway. You know, he had that attitude like he just, you know, one of them bougie boule Negroes, one of them. That's how he act. Well, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this. And do you like the way Lee Daniels came across in this particular video? Say if I was Dame, I'd be more pissed off, but I'll just let off of him and just get my money. And then after that, I'd probably say something else to him. Because that dude there is extremely wrong, and Monique is obviously vindicated in everything she stated about this dude.